We live in a world that constantly tests us. Chaos, unpredictability, and the subtle cruelty of chance surround us. Yet, amidst this turbulence, there are moments, quiet, almost imperceptible, that hint at a force beyond our comprehension, a protection that shields us from what we cannot yet see. The Stoics, though never speaking of gods in a conventional sense, often reminded us that there exists a natural order, a guiding principle of reason that governs all things. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor-philosopher, wrote, "Everything harmonizes with me, which is harmonious to thee, O universe. Nothing is too early or too late, which is in due time for thee. Everything is fruit to me, which thy seasons bring, O nature. From thee are all things, in thee are all things, to thee all things return." There is a rhythm to life, and those who sense it are quietly protected. Sign 1. Inner calm in the midst of chaos. The third sign that you are being protected by a higher power, or as the Stoics would frame it, by the rational order of the universe, is the inexplicable calm that settles within you when chaos surrounds. It is not the absence of storms, but the unshakable serenity in the eye of them. Most people are tossed about by every disruption, an unexpected insult, a sudden failure, the cruelty of circumstance. They react, they panic, they let their minds fracture under the pressure of the unpredictable. Yet you may notice a different pattern. Even as the world erupts around you, you maintain clarity. You do not surrender to anger, fear, or despair. This is not mere temperament or training. It is a sign that the currents of life, which often feel random or hostile, are guiding you with precision. Marcus Aurelius observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Here, the universe conspires with your reason. Protection manifests not only in survival or avoided mistakes, but in the ability to remain anchored in virtue when everything external seems unstable. The world cannot shake you because something larger, the harmony of nature, the rational order underlying all things, has aligned itself with your capacity for resilience. Consider it carefully. How often do we see people endure misfortune, yet collapse internally? They are exposed not only to external threats, but to internal disarray. The truly protected are those whose inner world is cultivated in accordance with reason. Epictetus said, "Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems." Those who possess this calm are shielded by the very nature of their mind. They are untouched by the shadows that terrify others because their perspective is tuned to the higher order that governs reality. This protection is subtle. It does not prevent difficulty, but it prevents destruction. It allows the individual to navigate crises with awareness, to act where others panic, and to make decisions that align with long-term flourishing rather than immediate reaction. Every act of composure, every moment of emotional equilibrium is a signal that the universe has granted you a rare alignment, a safeguard against the chaotic sway that dominates those who are less attuned. The world may continue to batter you, and yet in the midst of this battering, there is a silent guardian, your own mind, trained, disciplined, and harmonized with the rational flow of life. This is protection. It is quiet, unassuming, almost invisible, and yet it is among the most powerful signs that you are being guided, preserved, and guarded. To recognize this, to honor it, is to step fully into the Stoic path, not to rely on luck, fortune, or others, but to cultivate within yourself the alignment that invites the universe itself to shield you. In moments of pressure, chaos, and uncertainty, notice your calm. Notice the clarity that arises when others lose their bearings. It is a profound signal, a sign that something far greater than you, far wiser than circumstance, is quietly ensuring your endurance, your growth, and your ultimate flourishing. Sign 2. Opportunities seem to appear at the right time. Another unmistakable sign that you are being protected by a higher power, or, in Stoic terms, that the universe is aligned with your rational purpose, is the way opportunities present themselves, often when they are most needed. Life, for most, feels chaotic, as if chance and misfortune govern every turn. Yet, for those under this subtle protection, a strange pattern emerges. Doors open when preparation meets necessity. Choices present themselves when the moment demands action. And solutions arrive when desperation might otherwise have claimed victory. This is not luck. It is the silent orchestration of circumstance in accordance with virtue and reason. Seneca reminded us, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. The universe does not protect through magic. It protects through alignment. When your mind is disciplined, your actions deliberate, and your purpose consistent, events bend to meet your readiness. The timing of circumstances no longer feels random, but orchestrated, almost as if the very challenges and opportunities themselves are messengers of a higher order. Notice the subtleties, the chance encounter with someone who offers guidance just when you are uncertain, the insight that arrives after reflection during difficulty, the seemingly improbable path that leads to resolution. These are the fingerprints of protection, not in avoiding all trials, but in ensuring that your trials are never insurmountable. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe always that everything is the result of nature's ordering. Everything is rationally disposed. To be guided, then, is not to have life stripped of adversity, but to have adversity tempered with opportunity, so that even in struggle, growth and advancement remain inevitable. Those who are unaware may dismiss these moments as coincidence, but the protected recognize the pattern. Life conspires with their rational action, responding to discipline, persistence, and virtue. Each opportunity becomes not a random gift, but a sign, a reflection of a deeper harmony between their own purpose and the order of the universe. This is the Stoic understanding of divine reason. The world is not arbitrary, it responds, subtly yet unmistakably, to the alignment of the mind and soul with its principles. The truly protected do not become arrogant or complacent. They act with humility, recognizing that these opportunities are not solely their own doing. They cultivate discernment, knowing which paths to take and which to avoid. Their protection is not passive. It requires active engagement, constant awareness, and the cultivation of virtue. But when these qualities are present, life itself seems to adjust. Timing becomes favorable, guidance appears where none was expected, and obstacles transform into lessons and gateways. So observe your life carefully. Take note of the moments when an opening appears just as you have the strength to step through it, or when clarity arrives after a period of confusion. These are not mere coincidences. They are the universe's way of signaling that you are under its protection. You are aligned, shielded, and prepared, not by luck, not by chance, but by the invisible order that favors those who cultivate their inner world with discipline, reason, and virtue. Sign 3. You feel an inner calm amid external chaos. One of the most subtle yet unmistakable signs that you are being protected by a higher power is the profound inner calm that persists regardless of external turmoil. In a world dominated by uncertainty, betrayal, and the relentless chaos of human desire, most people are tossed about like driftwood in a storm. Yet those under this silent protection possess quietude that seems almost unnatural, an equanimity that allows them to observe without panic, to act without haste, and to respond rather than react. This calm is not the absence of difficulty, nor the avoidance of pain. It is the mastery of self, a direct reflection of the Stoic principle that true power lies in governing one's own mind. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The protected recognize that no external event can truly harm the rational soul. Misfortune may strike, but it cannot penetrate the fortress of reason that has been carefully built through discipline and self-awareness. Notice the contrast in your own life. While others around you succumb to panic, anger, or despair, you remain centered. Decisions are made with clarity rather than urgency, and problems are assessed for what they truly are, not what fear or expectation makes them seem. The chaos of the world becomes a stage upon which your purpose plays out, rather than a storm threatening to consume you. This inner calm is a signal that the universe, or the higher order, is aligning circumstances in a way that favors those who have cultivated virtue and clarity of thought. This is the essence of protection that the Stoics revered. It does not manifest as a shield from hardship, but as a gift of perspective. Marcus Aurelius reflected on this in his Meditations. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Those who are calm in the face of adversity are not merely lucky, they are guided. They act with patience, seeing the patterns that others cannot, and they navigate life with the quiet confidence that comes from understanding that the universe itself favors order, reason, and virtue. Importantly, this calm is also a form of armor. It allows you to discern truth from illusion, ally from adversary, opportunity from distraction. While the unprepared are enslaved by impulse, the protected maintain the freedom to choose their path. They move like a shadow through storms, undisturbed by turbulence, yet fully engaged with the unfolding of life. The calm is both a signal and a tool. It shows that protection exists, and it grants the clarity to act within that protection effectively. So when you find yourself standing steady while the world rages, when your mind remains lucid amidst confusion, when your decisions arise from reason rather than fear, recognize it. This inner calm is no accident. It is a gift that accompanies the alignment of your discipline, virtue, and purpose with the invisible forces of the universe. It is a mark of the protected, a silent testament that you are guided, watched over, and empowered to face whatever life places before you.
Sign 4. Life delivers lessons before pain becomes permanent. Another unmistakable sign that a higher power is guiding and protecting you lies in the timing of life's challenges. Those who are truly under protection do not escape difficulty, but they are given lessons in a way that prevents permanent damage. Misfortune may come, but it arrives as instruction rather than annihilation. Pain is tempered with clarity, suffering with insight. The universe does not abandon them to the chaos. Instead, it molds their resilience with a precision that often goes unnoticed until reflection. Consider the principle taught by Epictetus. Difficulties are meant to rouse, not discourage. The human spirit is strengthened by resistance. Those under protection feel this instinctively. They face trials, yet they emerge equipped, having learned what is necessary to endure, adapt, and act wisely. Others may flounder blindly, hurt repeatedly by the same mistakes, while the protected are nudged in ways that foster growth rather than mere suffering. It is as if life itself recognizes the boundaries of what they can bear and calibrates the challenges accordingly. This sign manifests subtly. Perhaps a betrayal occurs, but it leaves no lasting scar because you were prepared to see the truth. Perhaps a loss arises, yet it uncovers your inner strength and priorities you had ignored. What could have destroyed someone else becomes a teacher for you. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Protection does not shield from pain, it reshapes it, aligning it with your growth and fortitude. Observe your own experiences. Do you notice how lessons often precede consequences that could have been devastating? Situations that might have broken another's spirit seem to guide you instead, redirecting your energy, sharpening your judgment, and heightening your awareness. This is life operating as a silent guardian, ensuring that each setback is instructive rather than destructive. It is a protection that is as invisible as it is profound. In practical terms, This sign urges patience and attentiveness. When events unfold, do not despair or misinterpret the immediate discomfort. Instead, recognize the hidden guidance in timing, the shaping of character through precise challenges. The universe, or the higher power, provides opportunities to prepare before catastrophe strikes, to learn before regret solidifies. The protected understand that hardship itself is a gift if received with discernment and self-control. Ultimately, this sign cultivates wisdom and humility. It teaches that control is never fully in our hands, yet mastery is attainable through virtue, awareness, and reflection. When life delivers lessons just in time, when pain is temporary and insight enduring, it is a signal that invisible forces are aligned with your purpose. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are protected, guided, and prepared for the deeper truths that the world often hides behind suffering.
Sign 5. Intuition becomes an unmistakable guide. Another subtle yet profound sign that a higher power is guarding your path is the emergence of intuition that cannot be ignored. Those under protection often experience a clarity of inner knowing, a voice, a sensation, or a sudden certainty that steers them away from harm or toward opportunity. This is not mere coincidence or wishful thinking. It is the mind attuned to guidance beyond its own making. As Seneca said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity, and the protected are prepared not just in skill, but in perception. They sense the currents of fate before they strike. Intuition here is a product of disciplined observation and cultivated calm. The Stoic mind does not panic, does not grasp blindly at circumstance, but instead observes and interprets with detachment and precision. This detachment is what allows the whispers of fate or a higher intelligence to be heard. When others are overwhelmed by chaos or distracted by triviality, the protected notice patterns, foresee outcomes, and act before disaster can take root. It is as if life itself communicates quietly to them, signaling which choices are aligned with virtue, safety, and purpose. Epictetus teaches, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Control over one's emotions, impulses, and judgments is the foundation that allows intuition to emerge as a true guide. Anger, fear, and attachment cloud perception, but the protected maintain composure. They can sense danger or opportunity not through force, but through the quiet recognition of what feels inherently correct even before logic can articulate it. This guidance often manifests as a sudden pause before a wrong action, a gut feeling about a person's intent, or the courage to act decisively when others hesitate. Notice how protected individuals are rarely caught completely off guard. They may encounter obstacles, but their intuitive sense allows them to navigate the storm with minimal damage. They are not immune to misfortune, yet the blows are softened by their readiness to respond appropriately. As Marcus Aurelius observed, observe always that everything is the result of a chain of causes. There is nothing isolated. So act with thought, as if the world itself is speaking through your senses. Those attuned to this chain experience intuition as a silent but constant companion. This sign cultivates trust in oneself while simultaneously fostering humility. Recognizing intuition as a gift of guidance rather than personal omniscience strengthens reliance on virtue and reflection. When choices are informed by this inner compass, the protected move with confidence without arrogance, awareness without panic, and decisiveness without cruelty. The alignment between inner knowing and external events becomes unmistakable. They are being guided, guarded, and prepared to navigate life's complexities with foresight and fortitude. Ultimately, this gift of intuitive clarity is one of the quietest but most powerful signals of protection. It is invisible, unspoken, yet undeniable to those who experience it. When life's subtle signs whisper, and your mind responds with calm precision, it is a reminder that unseen forces are working alongside you, ensuring your steps are measured, your choices virtuous, and your path resilient against chaos. Sign 6. Adversity reveals your hidden strengths. One of the quietest and most revealing signs of being under the protection of a higher power is how adversity begins to transform you. Those who are guided are not spared from hardship. Rather, they are tested in ways that expose latent strengths, resilience, and the depth of their character. Like the Stoics taught, life does not avoid difficulty. It sharpens the mind and fortifies the spirit through it. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The protected learn this truth through experience, as challenges no longer crush them, but reveal what they are truly capable of. When a person is protected, obstacles are rarely meaningless. Each trial seems orchestrated, not to punish, but to awaken. A moment of conflict, a betrayal, a financial setback, or an emotional loss suddenly becomes a mirror, reflecting the untapped resilience within. While others crumble under similar weight, the guided find clarity amid chaos. They do not resist reality with futile anger. Instead, they align their actions with reason and virtue. The Stoic mind understands that external events cannot harm the essence of a person unless that person allows it. Epictetus teaches, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Those under protection instinctively grasp this principle. They recognize that their responses, not the events themselves, shape the trajectory of their lives. In moments of adversity, they discover patience they did not know existed, courage that feels instinctive, and judgment that discerns the truth beneath appearances. Each challenge becomes a catalyst for growth, strengthening their capacity for self-mastery and fortitude. Notice how the protected often emerge from hardship with more poise than they entered it. They are not hardened into bitterness, but refined into discernment. Difficulties cease to be purely external forces and become tools of awakening. Like iron forged in fire, their character gains weight, durability, and depth. They are tested not for punishment, but for preparation, ensuring they are equipped to navigate the world with purpose and clarity. Adversity also cultivates humility. The protected understand that their strength is not solely their own, but arises from a combination of personal discipline and alignment with forces beyond themselves. They begin to trust in life's flow, in the orchestration of circumstances, and in their own capacity to endure and act wisely. This confidence is quiet, unassuming, and undeniable. Others sense it without fully understanding its source. Ultimately, the recurring presence of adversity that reveals hidden strengths is a subtle yet profound sign of protection. It reminds us that suffering is not wasted when approached with virtue, reason, and calm reflection. Life may continue to challenge, but with every test, the protected grow, adapt, and awaken to their fullest potential. The hardships themselves are a form of guardianship, sculpting the mind, fortifying the spirit, and illuminating the quiet power of those guided by something greater than circumstance.
Sign 7. Synchronicities that feel too precise to be chance. Another profound sign of being guided or protected is the subtle yet undeniable presence of synchronicities, moments when life seems to align in ways that defy ordinary explanation. These are not mere coincidences, but meaningful intersections that feel orchestrated, as if unseen hands are shaping the course of events. The Stoics understood that the universe operates according to logos, the rational, ordered principle behind all existence. When we notice patterns, timely opportunities, or seemingly impossible alignments, it is a reflection of this natural order subtly at work. Marcus Aurelius writes, "Observe always that everything is the result of a universal cause." Those under protection encounter these moments frequently.
A stranger offers guidance exactly when needed. A random piece of advice resonates as though it were meant for you. Events unfold in such a way that doors you did not even know existed open naturally. Life seems to whisper, not loudly, but persistently, drawing your attention toward choices that lead to growth, safety, or insight. The key is that these moments are rarely loud or dramatic. They are quiet signs, felt rather than announced. Synchronicities also reveal themselves through the convergence of effort and circumstance. You might take action, and suddenly resources appear. People respond favorably, or obstacles dissolve in ways that seem improbable. This is not luck, for the protected do not rely on fortune. They act with preparation, discipline, and virtue. As Epictetus emphasizes, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. The universe responds to reasoned action, and when guidance exists, it manifests through these timely intersections. Moreover, these experiences cultivate trust. The more you notice how life aligns, the less you feel the need to control every outcome. You begin to understand that protection is not about avoiding all difficulty, but about being steered in ways that matter most for your growth and survival. This sense of timing, of the right opportunities appearing when needed, fosters a quiet confidence. It teaches patience, discernment, and humility, qualities the Stoics valued as essential for living well. The protected are not naive. They recognize that the world remains unpredictable, but they also recognize patterns, signals, and recurring motifs that point toward a larger intelligence or order. These synchronicities are subtle nudges, affirmations that their path, though challenging, is guided. They appear in conversations, in chance encounters, in insights that arrive unbidden yet perfectly suited for the moment. Ultimately, the presence of these meaningful alignments, moments that feel too precise to be mere coincidence, is a profound sign that life is working in concert with your efforts, values, and growth. It is a reminder that while you navigate the world with discipline, virtue, and reason, you are not entirely alone. There is an underlying order, a protective flow that subtly but consistently guides you toward what is necessary, right, and beneficial. Recognizing this is not a call to passivity, but an invitation to act with awareness, trust, and the courage to follow the signs that life offers.
Sign 8. The calm amid chaos. One of the most profound signs that we are being guided or protected by a higher force is the emergence of an unshakable calm within the eye of life's storms. The world is volatile, full of unpredictable events, betrayal, loss, and suffering. But those under protection carry a serenity that does not depend on circumstance. This is not ignorance or indifference, but a conscious mastery over one's inner world, cultivated through reason, discipline, and the timeless insights of the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The protected do not simply endure chaos, they observe it, interpret it, and respond with clarity. While the masses are swept into panic, fear, or resentment, these individuals move like a still point in a spinning universe. Their inner poise is a subtle signal, not loud or boastful, but undeniably powerful. They are not untouched by misfortune, yet the presence of turmoil does not dictate their equilibrium. In this, we see a clear reflection of Stoic wisdom, the recognition that external events are neither good nor bad. They are indifferent, and only our judgments about them shape our suffering. This calm manifests in multiple ways. In moments of confrontation, protected individuals do not react impulsively. They respond strategically, maintaining composure while evaluating the situation. In moments of loss or disappointment, their grief is measured, not suppressed, but framed within a broader understanding of life's impermanence. Even amidst systemic chaos, financial, social, or relational, they retain clarity, perceiving opportunities where others only see obstacles. Epictetus teaches, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters.
The protected embody this maxim, turning potential disruption into a source of strength and discernment. The calm amid chaos is not a solitary experience. Those who cultivate it often influence their surroundings in quiet but profound ways. Others feel their presence, sensing stability where panic might otherwise reign. This effect is subtle, yet unmistakable, a silent testament to the guiding force that has shaped their resilience. The Stoics called this ataraxia, freedom from disturbance, a tranquility born not from retreat, but from mastery over the self. Moreover, this serenity breeds insight. The protected recognize patterns, foresee challenges, and make decisions grounded in reason rather than fear. They trust life's rhythm and are attuned to the unseen order that governs outcomes. While many chase external assurances, they find security within, understanding that the alignment of virtue, effort, and awareness invites guidance. The calm is not a passive state. It is active, informed, and purposeful. Ultimately, the unshakable calm amid chaos is a marker of higher protection. It signals an alignment between inner discipline and external circumstances, a life steered with subtle guidance yet anchored in reason. The individual who embodies this tranquility acts with courage, fortitude, and wisdom, aware that protection is not the absence of difficulty, but the presence of discernment, composure, and readiness. When we witness such calm, either in ourselves or others, it becomes undeniable. Something larger, something guiding, ensures that even amidst chaos, the path forward remains clear.
Sign 9. The subtle guidance of intuition. Another profound indication that we are under the protection of a higher force is the quiet, persistent guidance of intuition. This is not the fleeting whims of desire or the deceptive urges of pride. It is a deep, almost imperceptible inner voice that directs us toward actions aligned with virtue, safety, and growth. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Those under subtle protection develop a refined inner perception that allows them to navigate life with uncommon clarity, often sensing the correct course long before the world's evidence appears. This intuitive awareness is not loud or forceful. It rarely arrives as a commanding voice, but manifests as a soft certainty, a sense of knowing, a pull toward decisions that ultimately safeguard one's life, values, and purpose. While many of us rely entirely on external cues, seeking reassurance in the opinions of others or the chaos of circumstance, the protected trust themselves. They act decisively in the absence of complete information, yet their actions are rarely reckless. Here we observe the practical application of Stoic reasoning. Virtue and wisdom are cultivated internally, and when aligned with intuition, they reveal paths that seem guided by unseen hands. This guidance often appears in mundane yet pivotal choices, deciding whom to trust, when to speak, or when to remain silent. The protected notice subtle cues in behavior, timing, and circumstance that others overlook. They feel the rhythm of life in a way that aligns with both prudence and opportunity. Epictetus teaches, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. The intuitive nudge functions as the bridge between aspiration and action, steering us in ways that protect our integrity, safety, and progress. Intuition, when combined with self-discipline, becomes a powerful shield. The protected do not follow their instincts blindly. They temper every impulse with reason, reflection, and a deep understanding of cause and consequence. Yet when an idea or feeling carries a persistent weight of correctness, they honor it, recognizing that sometimes the mind cannot perceive the entirety of the forces at play, but the soul senses their direction. This is guidance that often appears miraculous in hindsight, as outcomes align with long-term benefit even when the immediate path seems uncertain. Those under protection Also notice how their intuition fosters connections, steering them toward individuals who enrich their lives and away from those who would harm them. This silent guidance cultivates discernment and preserves energy, helping the protected maintain focus on what truly matters. They live in a state of preparedness, alert but not anxious, guided but not controlled, aware that unseen forces can often be anticipated through the careful listening of their inner voice. Ultimately, the persistent presence of intuitive guidance is a hallmark of protection. It reflects an alignment between reason, virtue, and subtle forces beyond our immediate perception. When we honor this internal compass, act with prudence, and maintain self-mastery, we create a life where fortitude and wisdom become natural allies. To sense these nudges and trust them is to recognize that we are not entirely alone in the vast unpredictability of life. It is a quiet, powerful confirmation that a higher order watches, nudges, and safeguards those who have cultivated both discipline and awareness.
Sign 10. The unseen shield of timing. One of the most profound signs that we are quietly protected by a higher force is the way events unfold around us with perfect timing, often beyond our conscious understanding. It is not always dramatic or obvious. Rather, it manifests as subtle synchronicities and a series of near misses that steer us away from harm and toward opportunity. The Stoics recognized the importance of timing in life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves order." Those who are under such protection experience this order intuitively, feeling as if invisible currents guide their path with precision. This unseen shield of timing operates on multiple levels. Sometimes it is a narrowly avoided accident. Other times, it is the sudden appearance of a solution to a pressing problem, or the right person appearing exactly when guidance or aid is most needed. These events are never random coincidences to the protected. They are the universe's subtle acknowledgement of their alignment with reason, virtue, and purpose. Epictetus reminds us, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." Those guided by this higher timing learn to flow with circumstances rather than struggle against them, recognizing that every delay, every obstacle, every twist of fate has a purpose beyond immediate perception. Timing also protects us from the destructive impulses of others. When we act too early or too late, we expose ourselves to unnecessary friction and risk. But the protected, by cultivating patience and awareness, often notice opportunities appearing at the precise moment they are ready to act. This is not passivity, it is disciplined observation combined with readiness. By practicing self-control and tempering impulsivity, a key Stoic virtue, we allow the natural order to work in our favor. In this way, the protection is reciprocal. As we align ourselves with virtue, the universe aligns circumstances around us. Moreover, timing reveals the deep interconnection between preparation and opportunity. Seneca wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Those under this quiet protection find that their careful cultivation of skill, wisdom, and self-mastery synchronizes perfectly with life's unfolding events. They are neither blind to danger nor oblivious to opportunity. Instead, they learn to read subtle signals, trusting that patience and disciplined action will reveal the path forward. Ultimately, the unseen shield of timing teaches us that life is not entirely chaotic. There is a rhythm to existence, a pulse that protects those who remain vigilant, disciplined, and virtuous. The signs are subtle, often overlooked by the impatient or distracted. A last-minute change that prevents harm, a conversation that sparks unforeseen guidance, an opportunity arriving precisely when readiness meets it. Recognizing and honoring this timing is a hallmark of wisdom, allowing us to navigate life with confidence, resilience, and clarity. Those who cultivate awareness of this hidden rhythm gain a profound sense of security, not in the absence of challenge, but in the certainty that they are not alone in facing it. Life, when observed through this lens, becomes less a series of random events and more a carefully orchestrated flow, where preparation, patience, and virtue invite the universe's subtle protection to guide us safely through every storm.
Sign 11. The quiet strength of emotional detachment. One of the most profound indicators that a higher power quietly shields us lies not in events outside ourselves, but in the unshakable calm we maintain amid life's storms. Those under such protection often exhibit a natural detachment from unnecessary emotional turbulence, responding to adversity with measured thought rather than impulsive reaction. The Stoics understood this as a cornerstone of resilience. Marcus Aurelius observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quiet inner fortitude acts as both a shield and a guide. By mastering our own responses, we avoid being caught in the chaos that ensnares so many. Emotional detachment does not mean apathy or disengagement. It is not the suppression of feelings, but the disciplined recognition that external circumstances and the behavior of others do not determine our inner peace. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Those who are protected by this principle notice a certain freedom from the destructive grip of resentment, envy, or fear. While others may be consumed by the opinions of people or by outcomes outside their control, the detached individual maintains clarity and perspective, guided by reason rather than impulse. This detachment is especially evident in interactions with toxic or unpredictable people. Those under this quiet protection rarely allow provocation to dictate their behavior. They are able to maintain composure when others lose theirs, creating a space where reason and virtue prevail. Seneca emphasized, "If you want to be unharmed by others, do not be harmed by yourself." By cultivating an inner sanctuary of calm, we render external attempts at manipulation or harm ineffective, as the shield of emotional detachment absorbs their impact before it touches the core of our being. Furthermore, this inner calm fosters better judgment and sharper perception. The mind, free from unnecessary agitation, becomes capable of seeing the patterns and truths that escape the distracted or reactive. Opportunities, insights, and moments of synchronicity appear with greater clarity. Those guided by this higher protection find that their decisions, made without haste or emotional distortion, tend to align with beneficial outcomes, revealing the universe's subtle hand at work. In daily life, this manifests as a persistent sense of composure. Setbacks no longer feel catastrophic. Praise no longer inflates the ego. We learn to navigate both triumph and defeat with equanimity, understanding that life's shifting tides are external and transient, while our cultivated virtue and self-mastery are enduring. Emotional detachment is, therefore, not a withdrawal from life, but a disciplined engagement with it, a way of participating fully without surrendering to chaos. Ultimately, the quiet strength of emotional detachment signals a deep alignment with the order of the universe. It reveals that we are under a subtle but profound form of protection, one that guides us through life's tempests without unnecessary suffering, enabling us to act decisively, think clearly, and move with confidence. By mastering our inner world, we fortify ourselves against the unpredictable and the unjust, demonstrating that the greatest safeguard is not found in shields or weapons, but in the serenity and wisdom we cultivate within ourselves.
If this video resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on it quietly. Let these truths settle in, not as noise, but as guidance. Life will continue to test you, to push you toward clarity and strength, and you, if you choose, can meet it with calm, control, and quiet power. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to keep walking this path with us, learning the hidden ways to master your mind, rise above chaos, and live with unshakable fortitude. Turn on notifications and join a journey where every lesson, every reflection, every insight is a step toward becoming the person you were meant to be. Unmoved, unshaken, unstoppable. Remember, the world will try to distract you, anger you, and make you doubt yourself. But here, you'll find the strength to see clearly, act deliberately, and rise silently above it all. Stay vigilant, stay calm, and we'll meet in the next one.